Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
good.
good. Hello, good afternoon. This is Vera speaking. And nice to see you and for your long time please waiting. We just need some network issue for this live streaming, so we are very sorry to keep you with this long waiting with the stage. Now, we would like to start the session after 2 minutes. And before that, I would like to introduce myself. Welcome to Hikvision MEA Open Course, episode 11. This is the episode for the 10 existing already. We already mentioned for the CCTV and the non-video, like access control, intercom, and alarm. So for this part, uh, this is the last topic about the non-video part, about the alarm product. For alarm products, as we all know, we have the weird system, we have the weirdest systems. This is the product introduced about the weirdest, the AX Pro. Maybe you already take the use for that. And maybe you have already got some existing issues. It's no problems. We can share and discuss this together. Okay, our team will be keep online with this live streaming in the chat box, so you can type down your questions. Our team will get your replies. And for today, also after the introductions, we will still have our kit awards. Yes, HPP points. So as same as previous 10 sessions, we will post out for the questions and the quiz. If you answer that, then we will see the rankings and we will deposit the points into the account. Okay, let's start for the content. We see about the topic, rethink what you get from your weirdest security systems. Weirdest systems. Of course, the good thing for that is it's convenient for us for the users instead of we push the wiring and for the cabling. Okay, so how does the alarm works? As we know, we have the three mandatory parts, or we say the components for the alarm systems. First, the detectors. These literally like the people's eyes. That people to help us to find the heat and the people or the threats in ahead of us. And the second, for the control panel, this is using like a kind of the brain to deal with the signals we collected from the detectors. And the third, for the sounder. Yeah, the sounder can make the posting for the alarm as far as way. But actually for the panels, we know the panel itself, we can also trigger the alarms by it. So later in the practical part, we will have a try. For the first part, the new generations of wireless technologies. Yeah, this may be included in the quiz, so we want to introduce this RF chips design for you. The dual RF, dual radio frequency chips design. If you open the back lip, you cannot see that because it's assembled under the covers, it's inside. But we have two types of the processor. One you'll be using for the 3X wireless processor, and another we're using for the CAM-X wireless processors. For these two processors, why we have these two? And what is the using and this terms for the transmissions? For these wireless processors, we see the pictures, it including the different type of the detectors, like the PR detector, the magnetic detectors. So that is, once we deploy the systems by the different distance, so that will be triggered alarms as far as we can reach, in theoretical, can reach to the 2000 meters. But of course, it will have also the relationship between the if any obstacle or any barrier or any wall. So if you have put the panels in the rooms, but the villa or the factory, we have a lot of the wall. So what should we do? We can use in the expander to make the signal much more stronger. We add in the expander will not make the transmission distance more longer, but for the signals, yeah, will be much more better. It's similar like the Wi-Fi amplifier. Yeah, the Wi-Fi amplifier, if we use that, so that will be much more better, the signal strength. And for the wireless, these two processors, it has independent communication channels to ensure there's no interference across the channels and allows the super fast transmission for the alarm message and the video simultaneously at the same times. We know for this, you can with the cameras, so we can take the pictures and make the GIF. So for this kind of the picture, the short videos, this is the different type of the transmission. So we're using the GX and the CAMX as the wireless transmission. The system topology, the icon we see that maybe we think about this is similar like the Wi-Fi. Actually, this is not by the Wi-Fi, it's radio frequencies. The radio frequency, we have the two main different type for the transmission signal. The first one is 868. You choose the product which is end by the WE. So that means the frequency will be 686 amperes. And if the product you choose is MB, so that will be 433 amperes. This is the different radio frequencies when you do the choosing. So the topology that is, between the panel and these peripherals, no matter the detector, the wireless arming tools, like the keypad, the key fob, or for the output, this kind of a sounder, we are using this to communicate with each other by the radio frequencies. There's no network cables. And for the wireless panels, how can we do to manage it? And we want to see it, the status for that. Is that the good working? And if any, these detectors peripherals is offline or not. So to manage this, we can add them to the platforms, like the checking the web page, checking the HiConnect, the mobile phone. So that will be require us give the panel network. The network, we can give the cable if you have it from the wall to connect to the public network or from the router or connect us to the Wi-Fi. But here, attention please, for our access control wireless panel, connecting to Wi-Fi, the range for Wi-Fi is 2.4G. At present, the wireless AX Pro doesn't support for the 5G Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi signal shall be 2.4G, okay? And for the data, for the mobile data and the GPRS, this is the way we can get in the panel into the platform. For mobile phone, we can receive the alarms and receive the call and buy the applications. Even we can make it do the integrations with the ARC center, alarm receiving center. So let's go through what we just mentioned before. We know the topology and the main part, like detector, the panel, and for the sounder. Okay, so till now it's we finished the first part. For the new joined customers, please scan the QR code on the PPT slides. Please open your HPP or the cameras to scan it to let us know if you check in and you are with us. Later, we will take the examination for the smaller quiz. If you answer the quizzes correctly, we will give the deposit this HPP points to your account after this live streaming. Thank you. The QR code, scanning by the HPP or by your mobile cam. Thank you. So about the AX Pro account, the panels. So we can see the compact size of it. Now we have a demo devices is with me. So this is the device that looks like a two-hand big size of it. So for this panel design, we have the SIM card slot. As we said before, for this communication way to make the panel connect to the network and adding on the HiConnect. For this one, we can use in the LAN cable, the 2.4G Wi-Fi, and the mobile data. So for the mobile data, we need to insert the SIM card slot. Some panels we have one single slot, and some one we have the dual card slot. This is just using in case if one of the SIM card is not working, so the backup SIM card will start working immediately to make sure the panel still keep working status. And it gets the European standard approvals, we call it an approval. For the SMS, alarm, and the voice calls, it will be received on the panel, and also it will be a pop-up on your mobile application under the notice. For maximum, we can connect to 210 peripherals, and for the repeater, the RF repeaters is also supported. The PIR cam is also supported. Also for the onboard IP camera integrations, we are thinking about if the panels how to make the alarm signals, alarm notice has been make the linkage with the CCTV. So this is the way. We provide, besides the dual cam, the dual chips for long distance communications, like we mentioned before, 3X and the CAMX. For the design of the panel, from the side, we have the system indicators. There will be total 4 indicators. The first one, if any fault, the panel will pop up the alarm and shows the panel fault, control panel fault. So to this position, if any fault will appear here. The second, the status for the network connection. If it has been connected to the network, so there will be a green color indicator shows the device is now is with the cloud. Third, the arming status. If the devices has been armed, so no matter it's a stay arm or away arm, so it will show the device is the status is being unarmed. And the last one is about if any alarm happens. This alarm happens, the indicator will be the red color. So meanwhile, the control panels will keep the arming, and meanwhile, so the alarm will keep at the red color. For built-in tag readers, yes, the panel from the side is built-in for the red tag, the tag reader. So that means the devices can not only working together with the key pad, the key pop, but also it will be working together with the tag. Okay, let's turn back. For the back side, if we unscrew and remove the lip, we will find the panel. On the left side, we have the power supply. Yeah, we need a manpower to power on the devices and make sure it's working for a long time. But as well as in case if any power shuts down, the power cut off, but we want to keep our properties still safe. So we have the battery inside as well. The battery, we have the different types with the different working hours. At present, today, our demo devices, the PWA64-L-WE, we are using this module. What I have today is using the lead battery. The temper switch, if we try to remove the lid, open the back cover of the panels, so the alarms will pop up immediately to show, yeah, this is has been opened. And the SIM card slot on the right side. Besides, for this port RS233, I believe that you got the point already. This is the using for us to connect it for the onboard cameras. The onboard camera, it's up to maximum we can add in 4, but also depends on the different modules. Today's module, it can be adding for 2 only. And there is a reset button. For the IVAS, and the SAS, maybe you have heard about other Hikvision topics on the e-learning. There's a course we call HCSA SAS. So what is the meaning for the AAS? AAS means as a service. So for this as a service, we will do the connections to the cloud. Like make this kind of this product or the solution as a service. For first one, option 1, like we want to make the alarm panels with the IP cameras. So we can add in the panels on the cloud, and that means on the Hikvision Connect to manage it. And we can add in the cameras as well. So meanwhile, we can make these two devices linkage together. This can be setting on the hard connect. So this is for the live video. So live video, we check whether the alarm was be triggered or the align cameras and the high connect has been linked or not. And the second is for the onboard cameras. For the usage for onboard, that is, of course, on the cloud is much more easier. Make the devices on the network and using mobile phone to scan the QR code, adding it and make the linkage. But the good thing for that is for the onboard clips, that is, we can using the cameras connected to the switch. This is we can connect the third-party camera to the switch and to the panel. Because for high connect at present, it doesn't support adding third-party devices, but it's different if we're using the onboard connection directly. By switch, we connected the third-party cameras and using the RS-232 port, connect that to the X Pro and see the videos on the high connect. It's for up to 4 IP cameras directly to the panels and the 7 seconds video delivery to the mail or the high connect. Some other accessories. For X Pro kit, the kit inside is including the panel, the fob, the two detectors already. So this is the showing what do we have. Like the parameters is mentioned about how long distance it can be working because it's all for the wireless devices and for the batteries. For this all of these devices, like this tab, so we can using the tools open this backside and to find there is a round shape the batteries inside. Same for the other detectors. We all have the battery inside. Just remove all the backside and do the replacement. If it's the new one, new production times, so it will be working. The battery can working for more than 1 year. Okay, this is the first part introduced about the panel. The panel, now we know for the design features. For the front side, we have the indicator on the up. The up shows the fault, if any control panel fault. The second is about the cloud, if the devices connect to the network. Third is about the arming status. And the last one is about the arming, if any alarm has been triggered. Okay, for the second part, we would like to remind you if you can open the HPP and the cameras to scan the QR code on the left downside of the PPT. This is we let us to know you obvious does register to the HPP by this event. And after that, this introduction with the demo part, we will introduce you to join this smaller, very easy quiz. Finish that and earn 400 points. Okay, thank you. Detector. Yeah, the detector. The third one, the first one and the third one, the detector now is with me. So for this kind of the detector, let's see. How can we know about that? And what is the working principles? For this one, we see for the detector, there's do not have any cameras. So it's not working like the CCTVs, like doing the motion detection, like doing the parameter protections. So how the detector find the intruders, or if something is a moving target. This is it's built inside for the passive infrared sensor. So by this passive infrared sensor will detect the temperature difference between the human body and the background. Because the people, we have the different temperatures and the environment, it must be we have some differences. So we're using these technologies to detect and will create, it will generate it for one infrared signal. And the detector will transfer the infrared signal into the working signals to let the system know. For the microwave sensor, we're using this for the high developer effect to detect the different wave shape. We know for the microwave sensor, if there's a target from the sensor. So if this is something happens here, so it will interrupt the shape of the microwave. The objective close to the detector or away from the detector. So the microwave will be different because something comes here to interrupt it. So this will be the difference. And for dual tag detector, this is the detector combine a pair of the technology sensor to two different types. That means the dual tag detector, including the passive infrared detector and the microwave detector dual to two passive plus microwave sensors together. So the motion detector mainly adopt for the PR technologies or the PIR combined with the microwave technologies to reduce the fault alarms. This is for the motion detection. And for the technology, we have this three-dimensional optics. This curved array lens will allow the excellent confusing the focusing of the zones into the PR sensor to improve the detection of the moving targets and ensure more precise signal processing. And optical design for the pet immunities. We have the most of people, we have the pets at the families. And and it's moving even more frequent rather than the people. So how to do that in case the cat or the dog is running? So we don't want to trigger the alarm very frequently. So we want to consider this part as the fault alarms. So how to filter these false alarms? We could do this cortisone dense optical systems, which will offer the high precision recognition of human and pet targets. So this will recognition of the human and the pet targets. But the pet, it is has the weight like less than 30 kg, 30 kilograms. So if it's very big, so maybe it will be considered as the human. So when we do the selection for the detectors, we need to rate it for the spec. And for the smaller one, for the smaller target, like a cat and a normal dog, we can think it as the pet immunity. But if for the very big dog, so it's not working. An effective creep zone give the sharp protection zone under the detector, even the pet's immunity enabled. So this effective creep zone, the creep zone this is under the detectors. This is the region. So for wireless cam, the wireless cam be including the different features. The first one, it has the well chip. So that means it's installed on the corner of that. So it will cover aware of the range and is supporting for the full day verifications. The bad immunity to filter the false alarm triggered by the animals. So that we see, it has the requirements for the weight of the animals. Not all the animals can be filtered out. If it's very big, like 40 kilometer, even for the around 50 kilometers, 50 kilograms. So it's almost the weight as the human. Before we meet interesting questions, the customer say, is your algorithms if the people is inclined as the animal on the floor? So it will be considered as the human or the animals. So we can think about these questions. If the people climb on the ground, so it will be considered as the human or the animal. For this PR cam, we're supporting for the CAM-X radio frequency technologies, and the transmission could reach to 800 meters. And for the battery time inside, it can working for 6 years. And the selectable resolutions with the GIF make up to 20 pictures to fuse to a GIF and send to the user. For the wireless triple signal detectors, we have two, like a triple signal detector or the optional IR camera modules. For the G-Tag, that means more than one sensor. So it actually including two PR sensor and one microwave sensor. The detection range can reach to 15 meters. For the ultra long RF range, depends on the different frequencies and the waterproof. For the G-Tag sensors can take the waterproof under the IP65. for the long-time batteries, imaging verifications, and anti-masking. Anti-masking, this isn't just not mentioned like people wear the face mask or not. It's like someone find the sensors. I don't want to trigger that. They choose to using the clothes or using the bag to cover the sensor. So if the people try to cover or hide the sensor by something of themselves, so it will support to keep the active IR anti-masking to prevent from this. The magnetic detector. The magnetic, maybe you think this is like the door, the lock is very big and heavy, but actually this is very thin. It's very small. And the light on my head. So this side we stored on the frame, and this side we installed on the door. Yeah, this has the magnetic part. So this is the side for this. We called it also it has the different range for the distance and for the batteries, or if this is approved by the Euro standard with the grade 2. Okay, thank you for your time and keep with us. So please scan the QR code on the downside of this QR code using the HPP or the cameras. So let us know you are with us. And after the introduction with the demo part, we will invite you to the quiz part. So if you answer the quiz and the ranking is top, so you will get HPP points as the rewards. Thank you. The smart linkage with the Android systems. Do you feel familiar with this product, what we have? Yes, this is the indoor stations of the video intercom product, and with the tablet, it's for the Android systems. So when we introduced for the tablets in the last session, yeah, the EP10 is about the video intercom. So we say for this tablet, we can using to add in applications like a Hike Connect. By the Hike Connect, you can manage many devices like the cameras and VR, access control, and alarms. So now it's realized by this one, we can download the applications on the indoor stations. Of course, it should be as the Android systems. And you can use that to add in this component of the alarms. It has the built-in High Connect for all-in-one management and to take the live view and the mobile phone. About the cameras, if we say to make it as clear as we can see what happens and we want to make the linkage, we have two ways. One way, if we want to check for the live video, so add on the Hike Connect, add the panel and your camera on the Hike Connect, then manage them on the applications to make the linkage. And another way is for the onboard adding. So we can add in the third-party cameras by the switch and connect to the panels. So it will be adding and working together. So the question is, for the cameras, is the only normal cameras or for the AccuSense cameras? Because AccuSense cameras have the powerful functions, it can supporting to filter out whether the target is false alarms or the human or the vehicles. But yes, we can add in this AccuSense cameras too as the onboard video verifications. It can be added into the AX Pro as onboard cameras, which make the system more intelligent. With the help of these AccuSense technologies, we can highly improve the parameter intrusion detections, and even we can figure out if it's for the human or for the car. And also for the most effective, the cameras could be connected to AX Pro directly without NVR, and the smart alarm event could be uploaded to the application or the ARC immediately by the AX Pro. For the applications, we have two mainly using the hot applications using. The first one is about the Hike Partner Pro. The Hike Partner Pro, yeah, for the installers, SI, ND, DPP. So this is for the security industry workers. We working for these industries and we using this as a tool. And for Hike Connect, this is using for end user. I have the status and all the permissions of my devices. So for the installer, even not using the High Connect for the business using. Yeah, after work, maybe we can use them for our own homes, but for the business using, the installers will not using the High Connect. Okay, this is the theoretical part. In the theoretical parts for the introduction for the X-Pro. And if anyone, you didn't scan the QR code on the corner, so please open the HPP and the cameras to scan it. Let us know you are with us. And after the introductions, we invite you into the quiz. So after the quiz, if you're on the top ranking, we will give deposits the HPP points to your account. And also, meanwhile, you can think about if any pending questions you want to discuss with us. And we take around 1 minute. Then let's go to for the demo part. Let me show you the product, what we have today, and how to use it, especially for some detectors. If we delete it and want to add it again, so it will appear. Please make it formatted. So how to formatted it and why I formatted already, but still I cannot make it as working. It is still not working. So what to do? Okay, now let me check with my teams if any question here. Okay, if you have any questions, we can just leave it. I'm waiting for the teams because from my side, I see of the Zoom side. For the YouTube, our team will like make the calculations and summarize the questions to send to me later. Okay, is my voice still okay? Okay, thanks. Let's be check for the X Pro. For the X Pro, we can add these devices on the mobile phone. And the thing is, we can, let me show what devices we have. This is our X Pro kit. And when we going to open that, we will find the component inside. This is our main panel. The size is a little higher than my hand. And inside it, we have for the PIR detectors. This is the one, looks like this.
And the second peripherals is about magnetic detectors. Will be looks like the smaller one. And the third component about this key fob. This key fob is very small and it has a key ring. You can put it with your key together. And finally, this is about the panel, how it looks like. At present, the panel only turned on for one light. This means it connected to the network. If any fault happens, so there will be orange light, orange indicator here. And also the panel will pop up means tell us there is a control panel fault. The third, this region, if we turn this alarm armed systems, so the blue light will show here system armed. And the last one, if the alarm has been triggered, so there will be a red indicator show alarm has been triggered. Okay, so let's go back to the High Connect. For the High Connect part, firstly, we find as the same as at the older devices, we can find a device QR code on the back side of the panel. So here, we can scan the QR code, click on the ad on the right corners, like this, scan, and using to click scan to scan the QR code on the devices. Yeah, it will be shown because the devices for demo I already added, so it shows the devices has been added. And the second, if we go adding the devices, it requires us to connect the network. But for my own suggestion, better connect the network cable with the router directly. For the wireless, sometimes we need to try more than one times, but for the cable, it's much more stable. Of course, wireless is still working. This depends on how it looks like. On the page, we could find this is a way. System armed. It shows the system armed. So the away system armed. And if I trigger the alarms, so it will be happened. Alarm. We just click on the ring. Silent. So it has been silenced. Alarm. System disarmed. So all the actions what we have done, it will be reflected on the panel directly. So this is the panel. We can click on the panel side and go in turn for the monthly working page. So for the working page, the area we see the first left side is we call the area, and the second we call the device. Third is called the status. So the area means we can create the different area. It's divided into the according to your layout of our rooms, like the bedrooms, the offices, the warehouse. You can divide this the area by yourself, and the area is not unlimited. Every device has the limitation. You can check about the spec. It's not unlimited. For the device setting, so like the peripherals, like the detector, sounder, the key fob, how can we add in these devices and where to add? So attention please, for this right corner is adding for the main panel, but if you want to add peripherals, so click on the device and the downstairs, you will see there is a plus. So click on the plus and using this to scan the QR code like this. The device already exists. Yeah, the system shows the devices already exist. So adding it to one by one. And if this devices is not be added for the first time, for example, this one has been used by my colleagues and we want to add it. So, but when you're adding it, it will find some issues. It will remind you we need to do the formatted if it's not the first time added. The formatted, this is like the reset way. So your methods, how we needs to do. The thing is, remember, for the devices, no matter the panel or the peripherals, the backside it will always be the reset button. So we press on the reset button for around 8 seconds and then take it to turn on the switch, make it power on. This is about the switch. And the third, about the status. The status we could find the main power supply, internet connected, Wi-Fi okay, and we can see the Wi-Fi names. But for the mobile network, it's not okay. So why? And what is happened? We need to know because I didn't insert for the SIM card. If you have the SIM card, so we could put inside. But why it has been put it like there's no fault or the remind of this. So we could do this kind of the setting. We go to the system setting and I could find if we choose to make it this consider this as a fault or not. Because here we could find this cellular lost. So this cellular lost, I make it as the turn off because it's not a matter for me. I don't plan to insert the SIM card. So if I turn on that, so you can see what happens. It shows the control panel fault. As long as if I didn't put inside for the camera, as long as I didn't put in the SIM card inside. So this fault, control panel fault, will always be here. But actually, I'm sure I make it connected with the Wi-Fi and the LAN cable is totally enough already. So I no need for this cellular. So I choose to make it the cellular lost, to make it off. And we check again. We turn it off, so the fault disappeared already from the side. This is about the setting of the system setting. How to add in the devices and how to check the status. This is the status about the panel. And if you want to check for the device settings, we can click inside and checking about the temperature, the battery, signal, blah, blah. This is all the information. Like detector. For the wireless detector, this magnet part. So I want to make a demo for that because you maybe see on the device, there is a, we call it once is the bypassed. So bypassed, that means if the alarm has been triggered and under stay alarm mode, we can consider do not deal with that because for alarm detectors, if the people are going outside of the homes, we will think, yes, if any alarm has been triggered, so it caused by the intruder because our family member, they are going out. But after work duty, people go back to their homes and they want to check, they don't want us, the people, to trigger the alarm very frequently. So what's to do? And I just want to make sure the detector outside of the home is working, but the inside home is not working. So I want to bypass this inside the detectors when the family member is inside. So we can do this kind of a setting. We still go back to the setting page, go to the panel setting, click on this icon on the right corner, go to the setting, and we will find the system options. Yeah, for in this system options, we can do this kind of the setting like fault prompt when it's disarmed or armed, the LED display or not. So this is about the setting about the system itself. And you can check to make the panel sound a prompt or not. We can just using the sounder, let the panel keep silent, or we can let the panel ring as well. So the volume, we can do the adjustment here. For the fault checking, we just showed them already. This is the to checking which fault we has or ignore that. The ARM setting and the enrollment setting. This enrollment setting is using to turn on for the devices hotspot mode. This is using for when you activate the devices by the wireless version, by the Wi-Fi, so you need to enter the mode. Firstly, make sure the mobile phone connecting to the 2.4G Wi-Fi, and then when you enter the enrollment mode, the automatically mobile phone will connect it to the hotspot Wi-Fi of the device Wi-Fi. When you stop waiting, finish the setting, and it will jump back to your Wi-Fi, the room Wi-Fi automatically. Meanwhile, the panel will be connected to the Wi-Fi. This environment is mostly using for activate device. The system options. Okay, let's see. For this panel, for these settings, we can make it a click. So we say how to make it a bypass. Just say about the configurations of the systems, but our discussion topic is about the setting. Like if I make it alarms, we are at the homes and me and my family will open and close the door very frequently. I don't want it to make the alarm any times. Maybe the someone is come or like my neighborhood. I just want me to like a ding dong, like just notice me, not like very noisy alarms. So for these settings, we could find this is the type of the area we linked and what is the zone number here. The stay arm bypass. So when we turn on for this stay arm bypass, that means if we make the system stay armed, then even we trigger this alarms like we make it separately. So it will make like the ding dong, like this ding dong. And the forbid bypass on arming. This one forbid pass by arming, that means if I turn on the mode like away alarm, that means every people will away. So no matter who comes, we can consider that is like the intruder. So let's do a test. At present, we can choose. Now we make the system armed, and now we separate this magnetic detector again. So it will be like trigger this kind of alarms, and the result will not be like the ding dong anymore. And even we close that, it will still keep the running until we do some actions. Click on that. But if we choose the arm by home mode and we do separate for this magnetic detector again, so it will just make it like a ding dong noise. Will not be like this noisy alarms. And if you say you want it to also don't want this ding dong, it's no problems. We go back to find this wireless zone and go in the settings. We need to disarm. It's a firstly. The disarm we can try to using this key fob. This is a key fob. So it's a away arm and this is the disarm. We try to using this. System disarmed. So now system disarmed. We go to the setting, the wireless zone, and go to the setting page. Yeah, this trim, number one, this one. The trim is this ding dong. Like you can make like one time ding dong or multiple time ding dong. So this trim depends on you. Turn on it or not. This also the silence, alarms, double knock. This is the ways we can check it. And before we say, we're using the two-way to make the cameras, one to link it with camera. The first we can use it for the live view. The live view here, you can see in this setting menus, there's one called link cameras. So we can make the link the camera here. This is because I didn't add any cameras on my Hike Connect account. But if you get it, suppose you get 2 series accuracy cameras, so you can make this kind of the linkage. And for the PIR cams, it's also as well. If you add it, you can create this kind of the linkage. This is detectors. So the design logic will be like this. We scan the QR code. We scan the QR code on the devices. Every device backside, we have this QR code. We scan it and add it on the systems. Then when we click inside area 1, we can check the status and do relevant settings of it. And now let's have a look to firstly that we disarm the systems already, and then let's we check and open the backside to see what it looks like inside. Okay. Now I unscrew this part manually. and we can open it. So you may be find why I disarm it already, but still the system will remind me it has been alarmed. That is the design logical. No matter it's stay arm, away arm, or disarm, as long as if someone want to do this setting to open the backside, then it will be considered it's like a kind of the intrusion. So it's not allowed to open the backside. But what can we do if we want to replace the battery, or we just make the reinstallations, change another places? Like if we do any license like this, so it will be like triggered alarms. So how to do? This is the use why we say about the. This is why we say about the bypass. If we want to like do some maintenance for some detector, want to install it, want to deploy it or uninstall it, we need to bypass it firstly. Then we can take it down, remove the batteries, open the backside. Now it's okay. Why I opened it, but the alarm is stop ringing? Because the reason is here for this is the tamper, for the tamper. So before when we cover this cover, so there is a small button to press down for this tamper. If now I press on this tamper, so it will be working same like this cover. Here I just want to show you, this is for the batteries. This is the batteries can be do the replacement. It can be taken out and be put inside again. And for the reset, if we want to reset the devices, okay, for example, now I could take it out. Okay, so we're not ring anymore. This device, I take it out. This is the battery. So once it's finished, as just a demo, so you can see on the device, you can see about the remaining balance, the batteries, what does it has. Like for example, now, yeah, we'll show like this. Yeah, you can see the battery status, how many batteries has been remained here. Yeah, this is how to see about the remaining. And once it's finished, we can using to take it out and do the replacement. It's very easy. So we can put it back. Suppose we get a new one, put it back, and then make it cover down. For the press up, the light will start shining to give some power on. And we just wait for a minute. Don't forget to touch this. By the way, for the magnetic, this type of a sensor, you will find no matter for the left side or the right side, it will also has the magnetic. Let's be try if I attach on this side on the mobile applications. So what will be the differences on it? We go back to the zone on the devices and reloading it again. We will find there is an icon. So the signal for the zone 2, for the wireless zone 2, the first one show the signal, and the second one show for the battery, and the third one there is something like a door open. It should like the door open, but already I attached this magnet on the body, but why still show the door open? And we try to attach for another side. Yeah, so we will refresh it. So we will find the door is not open anymore. If we remove it for the zone 2, we will find there is a door open icon here. But if we attach to another side, the door will not close. If even I attach it, but it still shows the door is open because the side depends on your installations. This side on the frame and this side is on the door. So we need to make sure when we do the installations, this side with the sticker, this side, this is the red side. We need to put this smaller magnet on it. Don't put on the other side. Otherwise, even you close the door, but still the system will show your door is open because the installation way is wrong. So make this like this. That is attached on the side with the sticker. We could find I just do the battery replacement. It will not influence it. I replace the battery. I no need to adding the detectors as the devices again. So no need. It's okay. And meanwhile, same for this key fob. For the key fob, let me find a tool. Yeah. This one, for this key fob, this smaller one, also we have the battery inside. And here we can find that there's a smaller hole on this downstairs. And this is, yeah, I don't know how to say English. It's for the ear using. So we can put inside and give some power to try to make this back side. If we get it, and then we can give some power to open it. Done. So we could find how does it looks like in the key fob actually. There is just one main board and also for the batteries. So the battery, once it's finished, we will open it. This is the front corner. It has a key fob for the 4 point. And actually inside, has a 1, 2, 3, 4 smaller button. On the back side, this is the battery. So if you want to do the reset for the, reset for the key fob, so they will require you to press down the arm button. The arm button is we go back the first button of this, the first button. So we need to press this first button and then take this battery out press for 8 seconds and slowly put inside this battery. So that means your devices has been formatted, has been finished. So this is how we do the reset for the device. If you delete, like I deleted from my account and I want to add it again, but I scan the QR code, I cannot add it again directly. I need to do the formatted. I need to reset it firstly. The reset, the mobile phone will give you the results to follow that. Just follow the instructions. Long pressing, usually for 8 seconds, 8 to 10 seconds, and then power on it. Because this is just one smaller main board, it doesn't have any button. So we input this lead batteries slowly inside. Okay. All right, so this is the introduction practical part for the X Pro. We get to know what do we have for the X Pro kit, and inside this kit, how to do the settings, how to add in the devices, how can we deal with some cases, like if I want to bypass some detectors, if I want to re-add it. Okay, let's take a short review. For this kit, we have three basic components. The panel, this is the main panel, and the detector, PR detector, the key fob, and for the magnetic detectors. This is how the demo things looks like. And the size, you can see it's very small. So it's compact, and the white color is suitable most of the style for the decorations. It's suitable to using in the offices and in the home. And okay, so this is the component, and we open the back side, we can do this type of the setting. It's easy to put it back like this. For the other devices, it's the same. For the detector, And the panel, if we remove the backside, so we will find there will be alarms that keep running. The final part, let's see for the panel how it looks like if we open for the back panel.
Alarm.
Yeah.
Alarm.
So
Alarm.
excuse me, I just suspend for a while.喂，
没有投屏，没有投屏。
我现在没投呀。Okay, just the demo part. This is the last introduction part for our content. As we can see, the components that we have, our guest of the today, this one, the detector 1, detector 2, the key fob, and for the NSAX Pro, this is what we have today. And this is how it looks like for the compact size using in the offices and in the home. The color and the design is both fine for the using. And for the control panel, it will be looks like this. The control panel, the back side, we could find this is the cable. This is the button we turn on or off. Inside we have the lead battery. We can turn on it or off. And for the network connections, this is the LAN port. This is for the main power connections. Yeah. At this side, for the SIM card slot, we see on the slide, the PPT showed the double SIM card, but some models just have one. For these places, it's for the reserve one. So for the dual SIM card slot, we can use in this for the backup. As long as if one of the SIM card is not working, so another one is still can be the backup. This is the ports for the RS-232. Okay, this is how the panel, the system of them looks like. Now the alarms has been, you see, this is the red color because the lid for the back side is open. So now let me cover it so it will be okay. Okay, so it disappears now. Okay, and thank you very much for the content of the day. And after 1 minute, we will enter for the last part of the introductions. The first about the quiz and awards. So let's take a quick review. The first hour of the day, we have already checked the main components what we have, like detector, panel, sounder, and the keypad or key fob. For the chips design, we have two different types of the processor, the 3X and the CAMX processors. We create for the independent communication and channels. For the communication way, including two types, mainly for two types of radio frequency. It's not Wi-Fi. The radio frequency, we have 868 and the 433. For the part, this is the description. So let's we check which is correct descriptions about the device, about the system, this panel. Dual SIM cameras, multiple communication way in approved, dual chips. Yeah, this is all the features. For the design, front side, we already see it has the 4 indicators, and it has the built-in for the tag reader. Means you get the tag, you can let the tag to work with this tag reader. It means it directly. For the backside, yeah, it has the two-way for the intruder video as a service. The option 1 and the option 2. The option 1 support for the live high definition video, and option 2 support for the onboard. For the panel, I just show you. This one is supporting for the two cam. Some models support for 2, so we say it's up to 4 IPC. accessories. For the detectors, we have two ways. One we call a passive infrared sensor, another one we call the microwave sensor. And the standard, outstanding one, the PRR cam and triple single detectors. This is the magnetic. This is the thing we happened before. When do the installation, please take care to install this. The magnetic parts on the one with the sensor, with the sticker spot. There's some words. This side, no, there's no anything. But this side, there's some words. So make this attached on this side, okay? And working with the supporting smart linkage with the Android tablet. The Android in video intercom indoor stations and can working together with the AccuSense. For the X Pro applications, we working together. The installer using the HPV, but the High Connect is not the applications using for the installer. This is for end user only. Okay, I hope our team already answered your questions and give some feedback in the chat box. Now, from my side, let me announce for is any pending questions, you can type down in the Zoom box, so our teams can answer you. Okay, thank you very much, and yeah, the win. So for this open call, the quiz with the prize, no check-in and no prize. So this is the final call for the check-in. Please make sure you are ready to scan it. Okay, so now let's go to the quiz part. Maybe you already find that we already mentioned some questions already. So now I will make it bigger. So please scan this QR code. For this bigger QR code, we can join for these sessions. And the question is very easy. Now we get 4 joiners. So hopefully, can we expect more? Yeah. Oh, 3. Okay, come on. Because less participants means a less competitor. It's very easy for you to get it. For I can tell you no. For the questions when we join that, it's just some true and false questions and 2 choices. There is no multiple choice, only for single choice and true and false. It's quite easy. So we will thank you for joining. We will take a counting down for 30 seconds. Okay, let me give 1 more minute going to the 06. 1506. We will start it. Thank you, Mr. Mon, Mr. Mai, and Mr. Mia Cute, Sabu, Muhammad, and Muhammad Haji, and Mr. Khalid. Thank you, and it's very good to see you. We really regretted for today's live streaming networking. As you can see from my backside as well, I'm on the business travel in the this is the background for the hotel. We promise for the next session, we will make it much more professional still in our live stream rooms. Today it's just exceptions, as accidents, science, or for the team. We are on the business travels. And please accept our apologies and our greetings from Saudi Arabia. Thank you. So now time is okay. We have 10 participants. Can we expect more? Yes, please. Yeah, this QR code I also share with my teams. They will share in the YouTube. I see some familiar name already. Thank you very much for supporting us every times for this type of the examinations or the online course trainings. We will see you. We really appreciate that. Okay, so now 10 numbers counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.9. Okay, let's start. Thank you. As our team mentioned before, so when you see that, so please fill in your HPP ID, like the hike ID. So let's make sure we can find you in the backstage. So please fill in your hike ID. Okay, we see some Mr. Kashif and Agman, Mr. Khalid, and Mr. Khalid again. Hosting is very fast. Okay, thank you. We see the frame with the hot and the 4. Oh, that's amazing. Mr. Hashif is our lead and answer very fast, and our keep is correct. And Mr. Khalid and our man is following that. But still, it's very fast, and with the currencies. Oh, it's just past around maybe 2 minutes only, but you finished almost all of the questions. That's amazing. Yeah, you didn't remember wrong. Before, we have some team members we do together. As we say, today is some special case. We are on the business travel on the different city. So now today you see me only. But thank you so much. You know, for the devices promoting, maybe you meet some questions and some doubts you want to ask, and maybe have some like troubleshootings. It's mostly welcome to contact our local teams. And from my side, you can type down in the chat box for the next following sessions what topic would you like to hear about. And one good news, for it's more friendly to the Turkish and Arabic users. Since this quarter from the May season, or we will adding more open course by the Arabic, in the Turkish, even in the French. So for that, we will also post this kind of the agenda on the HPP, on the social media. So please keep attention with these Hikvision official channels. Wow, it's amazing. After I speak long sentences, most of the winners you already accomplished that. Yeah, okay, come on, we see some winners, some customers are still considering. Yeah, I know what is the concern, and welcome, join this session, and we still have a chance. Yeah, for the new beginners, we still have some chance to finish that. Of course, we will not waiting for no time limitations. So we can, let's we put after 2 minutes, now it's 11. So we will make this 14, we get 1-4, we will stop this quiz. Okay. The class accuracy is okay. Make people satisfied. Thank you. And we see, yeah, wow, so fast. So fast with high accuracies is very amazing. And for the score, I see your rankings. Yeah, so you must already join for this kind of sessions. It's more than 1 month already. Okay, come on, we still have 2 more minutes. I believe some of the weather become hot already, right? after the Dubai heavy rain disaster. So the weather, after 1 week, the temperature is quite high. So that's not mean the trip of the Saudi. So I avoid this heavy rain. But the thing is, when this heavy rain for the April 16, I'm on the flight. So this caused a lot of the troubles. We got stuck on the airplane. We stop inside, but we cannot get them because a lot of water, and we cannot take off because a lot of water. So we stay about around 3 hours. Hope all things can become much more better now, and we really hope all of you are peace and happy. Last 1 minute, counting down, 60, 59. I will not count it anymore. Okay, we just wait for maybe some customers we still have a chance. Yeah, like Mr. Ahmed, Rafati. Yeah, you answered four of the questions, total correct. So come on, we still have a chance to climb up. Now, I think maybe we have 30 seconds only. Yeah, catch the chance. By the way, please do not forget to input your one hike ID for these questions. This is the first question. You need to answer that. Input the one hike ID, and then, yeah, make sure we can find you from the backstage. Okay, now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, finished. We click on the end. Yeah, thank you so much, gentlemen. We can see, congratulations to Mr. Kashif. You first finished the questions, and you make only almost all the questions corrected. And congratulations. Let's review back to the roles. The first prize for 15,000 for the first person. Congrats, Mr. Kashif. And for second prize, and congratulations to Mr. Muhammad and Sabu. For Mr. Usman, Ahmed, and Hosni. Okay, so congrats for the HPV. Well, I will connect to our channel teams. The channel teams who in charge for the HPV part, they deposit this into your account. And your accuracy is very amazing. Thank you so much. And now it's time to say goodbye. For the next time sessions, leave down your topic that you want to hear from us. Not only me, we have a group of the team, like Arabic speaker and the Turkish trainers. We can do it together. Okay, and thanks again. I know this the weekend times, some of the customers you using your off duty, your relaxing time to join the session. Thank you, and see you next time.